Welcome back, and I'm gonna give you a commentary on Riverside. What is going on in the storyline right now is JJ is right now leaving college for the last year that he was supposed to finish, but he didn't finish it because of the fact that he's seen how they were treating his friend and he entered into the draft. So what's going on right now is that he's taking himself to Riverside School, but it's called Martin Luther King, and the name of the mascot, or what you would say as the team logo, would be the Wolverines. And right now we're seeing Kawhi Leonard in the gym, and it's a one place that I wouldn't think that Kawhi Leonard would be in here and actually just playing 1v1. And there's nobody in here. I don't think anybody called him. So he must have some type of connection with JJ in general. I would tell you no lie, Kawhi Leonard is pretty athletic in his position as a small forward. He's a hard guard in a matchup that would be worthy of a praise. If I did score amount of points like over 20 and higher, I would be so happy I could do something like that. But for the most part, he was playing so hard on me. It was really tough. I have a 60 overall. I'm trying to push myself. He's going to give me the work. When I mean give me the work, he's going to put me to work. So basically, I'm trying to do as much as I possibly can. If you don't know Kawhi Leonard's game, he's a two-way that can score in many different levels. He can score in three different type of levels of the game. The weakest part of his game is his dribbling. He doesn't have a really crazy handle. He has a security ball handle to get him around the basket and anywhere around the basket. So that's what he uses towards getting to the bucket. He doesn't do anything too fancy with his dribbles. He doesn't actually have a signature dribble or a move that would get him to the basket. It's pretty much simple with that situation, but he has three levels of way he can score, and he's a two-way, so that means he can play offense and defense. He's going to be a hard guard and a matchup that's going to be difficult for anybody who's going to be going against him. He's an accurate player. He's a very high octane level offensive player when it comes down to getting consistent buckets and dirty buckets. He doesn't do anything too special. He came from the San Antonio Spurs. He was coached under Popovich, and likewise, he has the discipline of real basketball players in the NBA when it comes down to officially scoring the bucket at a high level that he scores it at. And he's basically showing me the work. He's doing post-ups. He's hitting shots. He's doing everything he possibly can to get his buckets, and I'm not making it easy. I got a steal, and I got a block on him, so basically that just showed him. He blocked me. I blocked him. It just is one of those ones, but I couldn't beat him, and it was really hard. And now you guys are watching me take an L. So Kawhi Leonard ends up winning the game, and at the same time, I stay in the gym and get a couple more jump shots in. He is going to leave, and I am going to stay and keep on working on my game. And I'm just getting ready for the draft, and I'm not too sure what's going on right now with that situation. I'm just leaving it in my agent's hands, so I can make sure that I'm staying focused on my game. So as we take ourselves closer to another situation, our agent is about to get us a situation that we are looking forward towards. And we're here today as a business meetup, and we're trying to get down to what's really going on with the ideas that she has got cooking up. And basically, in the process, she's talking to him and wondering, he's wondering, JJ's wondering, I was wondering what can we do to get something moving. And then this young little boy comes up, and he actually knows who JJ is, and he's a fan of JJ, and he ends up writing his name, and he says, "What's your name?" And then he tells him his name, he writes it down and gives him a signature, and she just looks at him and she's like, "You're impressive because you have a way of the kids, you know what I mean? You got their attention." And you know what I mean, he's kind of more saying in a confident way, it comes with the game and with the responsibility of being a basketball player. And as she doesn't know what a basketball player feels like, she leaves it up to him, and she's like, "Hey, yeah, I understand." But in the same part, what's happening now is that she is working on a deal, and she got him something. Okay? So this gentleman is really much a guru to the game. He watches the game, and likewise, he played the game, but he stopped playing the game. He's looking at it as the business standpoint, and she says this can be a really great opportunity for you. She starts to work with it. He's another African American in the sense of a basketball player to another basketball player who watches him as someone who loves the game, and he sees talent in him in JJ, and JJ is pretty impressed that he knows some of the things that is going on in his life with his basketball career and stuff like that, but he wants to get straight down to the dealing part. So he wants to be able to show him exactly what did you get for me and what do you have on the table. There's no contract. There's just a shoebox, and basically the shoebox is supposed to basically just say to him that this is what we're going to do for you. We're going to basically give you this shoe that is basically going to be branded by a situation that he is going to be wearing. So he's branding him and giving him a shoe that they already created. So it doesn't have any specs to it. It doesn't have anything that's going to basically emulate his game or his ideal thought about what he is like, or as a character what is the shoes gonna be like, and creativity and all that stuff. So he has no say on it, and basically JJ thinks that this deal is a joke and he's not happy with this, and basically he's kind of giving him a background story about, you know, the history of what he has seen and became from and came from as someone who watched the game as a guru. He's not so happy with the agent in general. He's kind of upset that she kind of got this deal, but it's not the best deal that he wants, and he kind of turns it down, and she's like, stop being kind of rude to the situation. And the man to man, you know, he looks him in the straight in his face, and he's like, talking about profits and talking about all this great stuff, and he's just not happy with it. It just doesn't look like he wants this deal. He thinks it's really trash, and he's just like, I would throw this in the garbage if I actually got this, and I wouldn't want to be signing this deal. And he kind of turned down the situation. And Kawhi Leonard actually has his number in JJ's phone, and he texts him and says, I need to get some help, and I need to get in contact with another person who's going to brand me properly, because I do not want to be underbought or laughed at. So he's looking to get branded by Jordan, Nike, Under Armour, Adidas, anybody that can basically give him a great deal, a better outlook with it, what it is. And from the text message, Kawhi Leonard is about to go and get him something, and he just sends him his location, and he went to go get something to eat. He has a really good big name in the city, and likewise in the game of basketball. He's a 4-year player in the league, and basically he says, this is what's happening. So he gets to meet with this agent, and this agent is now getting to talk to him, and this agent was basically going to tell him all the specs and what's going to happen. And one of the processes is going to be taking place that you know, he was going to tell him about the story, just what just happened that made him want to bring this decision, because he wants to know, why did you call me, and kind of feeling. So he gives him the spiel. JJ gives him the spiel and lets him know about this agent that he has, and the African African American girl that is basically going to not be around in his career path on making more deals. And as an agent, he says, you need to get rid of her. And basically he's like, how can I do that? And he's like, just be straight up and be very, very bold about how you feel. And if you want to move forward with me, we are going to move in the right direction. And he's selling him on this deal that is happening right now, before the papers get signed. And he says, yeah, if you really want to make big moves, you got to make big decisions. And one of the decisions, from what you've been telling me about this agent, is not that she is ready for this level, because the next level is coming up very soon for him, and she's not ready for it. So the basic thing for him to do is to get rid of her and get that contract done and completed. But that's going to be on you, so you need to let her know. That's going to be on you, so you physically let her know that contract is done. And what's happening right now is that he says they're going to stay in touch. When you do that, just let me know and call me up, and I will be with you. And he kind of understands what he's going to have to do. It's kind of sad, because he's going to have to end a relationship that he had for 4 years since the college, from the first year of college. So what's happening right now is that he's back in his plot, and he kind of calls her over and lets her know he's packing up and leaving. and doing all this great stuff. So he's gonna be making a journey very soon to making hitting the pros. And she's like, "What do you want to talk about?" Kind of feeling. And that situation that just happened with the deal on the table with the shoebox was a very ugly deal. He was not happy with it. He didn't like it at all. By the way it was looking, it was kind of sad. I thought he thought that she could do better than that, but she really couldn't. So basically, he ends up actually breaking the news to her and letting her know that he has seen another agent, and the agent is way better than the one that he recently have. So he had to put that very clearly, and that was the reason why he made that switch. So he's talking to her about it and easing it up all in a lump sum as like a conclusion. This is going to be a very ending point in his career where he ends up breaking no guidelines, but letting her know how he actually feels, letting her know how he feels about what she has done. And he really is saying that, you know what I mean, for the time being, he's kind of thanking her but saying bye at the same time. And anybody who says usually bye, you know, that means for a very long time. It's not going to be for a short period of time. Bye means like forever, probably. But the one thing that she opens up and says, like, as an older person and someone who is a wiser person in the situation, kind of, that she wishes him the best and hopefully a great career. And I hope you find what you are looking for in your career, and I hope you do as good as you possibly can. And she leaves and she says, yeah, I am okay with your decision. Now they're talking. He's working on a couple of deals for him on the side right now. Small deals that are going to help him boost him up through the campaign of being a basketball player and getting his publicity up in the ranking and whatnot to compare to the other rookies. And what's going on right now is he's looking forward into a great future with this another agent that's going to make him better. And he couldn't take anybody else better than this, and he is happy. That is a conclusion for this video. My name is Chris Dash. I hope you guys like and subscribe and come back for some more videos. And I will see you guys soon. Stay safe, stay positive, and remember, always, always, always just be happy. 2K20 trailer complete. See you guys soon. Later.